More than 5 years ago, a small team of modders known as SBDT became renowned on F1 Challenge with an exceptional GT mod. A year later, the team made things more official and set themselves up as independent developers under the name Sinbin. The release of GTR, first full game from Sinbin, was an instant hit among all players who were looking for a demanding simulation game. The ideal alternative in a way, given Sony's monopoly of the Formula One brand, which frustrated PC gamers who didn't have access to the ultimate motorsport. Well, the Swedish developers really impressed because they clearly understood what makes a good simulation game. And if you can come up with something like that, it doesn't really matter if you have the Formula One label or not. The secret? Attention to detail, never before seen back then. Even today, when you think about it, there's no simulation game out there that has that level of polish. Sinbin thereby getting a reputation of true masters in terms of PC motorsport simulation games. While the releases after GTR will be somewhat different, the developers were well aware of the fact that their game was really technical, so they tweaked things around a bit so as to make the engine a little more tolerant. In GT Legends, which is a 60s and 70s simulation, it's a little different. GTR 2, Race, and Race 07 have been all developed for a larger audience. Disappointing? Well, only the more demanding players were a little unsatisfied, but for the vast majority, every Sinbin release is a work of art, as they keep on pushing the envelope with their attention to detail. The foot motion on the pedal, the hand which comes to change the gears, the squeaky sounds of the brakes, or the noise of the gravel, it's all in there. So how are things looking for the latest Sinbin release, GTR Evolution? How does it follow in the footsteps of its predecessors? For the people in the know, the pictures you've been seeing since the beginning of this report have probably already answered the question. No, GTR Evolution is not a new game. But that wasn't the objective either. Everything is in the title, which could have been something like The Very Best of Sinbin, or something like Race 07 Premium Edition. Here's why. Well, GTR Evolution offers all the content from Race 07, with the WTCC Championship 06 and 07 as flagship racing. There's also a homage to the 1987 season. Add to that the defunct yet spectacular Formula 3000 series, the Formula BMW, the Mini Championship, Radical, and the Caterham add-on. In terms of circuits, the basis is the same and brings together all the WTCC tracks, Brands Hatch, Valencia, Macau, or Brno, to name a few. There are also 3 bonus tracks, Imola, Estoril, and Vara. And some are available in different forms. Basically, there's quite a bit to do with. So, where is the evolution? Well, that's simple. The most obvious one is some 22 kilometers in length and its basic variation. Sinbin has rendered one of the most beautiful terrains for any motorsport aficionado, the Nordschleife. Well, this legendary track is available in 2 different variations on top of the modern 5-kilometer Formula One layout. As usual, when the 3D is well done, the pleasure is absolutely instant. To overtake on this circuit is something very difficult to do. All the Race 07 disciplines really adjust to it well. But watch out now if you have a modest rig. The game is greedy in terms of graphics for this new track, even more so than the others. Of course, the Nordschleife is not enough in order to entirely renew the genre, so Sinbin has included a list of GT. And worth mentioning as well, there's no more official connection with the FIA GT Championship. Most of the mean machines come straight out of GTR 2, including some of the new feats we all dreamt of back then, like the Corvette C6R and the Aston Martin DBR9. The other cars are subdivided in 4 different power categories and represent a wide variety of luxury GTs, including the Koenigsegg CC GT, the Audi R8 GT, or even the Gumpert Apollo. Sinbin has put a lot of effort so that we don't dwell on the absence of the Ferraris, Porsches, and other Lamborghinis. Well, that's a tough pill to swallow, really. And that might be the reason why there's a final category. Fantasy, yes, but it's an interesting one. The Extreme WTCC. Concept is simple here. Take an Alfa Romeo or a WTCC BMW, modify their performances so that they're in line with what you get in GT, and 4 models have been modified like this. All these cars can be seen across various championships. It's always possible to customize one's own calendar with events, weather management, and so forth. And these are features that Simbin has mastered a long time ago. All the content is available in the game right from the start, and nothing needs to be unlocked down the road. So the owners of Race 07 will be able to acquire GTR Evolution as an add-on. If you're a Race 07 player, chances are you're only going to be mildly impressed by the new release. But once again, though, Simbin is targeting the general public, most of whom have not or have not yet experienced a true PC simulation release. They're going to find a nice big bag of toys to play with. GTR Evolution does come with a lot of goodies, and the fun factor is definitely rock solid.